Okay, cool. All right, we'll go ahead and get started, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys for joining in. We have the founder of the Anthony Lawrence Collection, Mr. DeFron. Uh, go ahead and I'll let you do your own introduction, and we'll get going from there, brother.
What's up, man? Yeah, this is DeFron Fobb, man. I'm the founder. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes, sir.
got you.
All right, I'm the founder and owner of the Anthony Lawrence Collection, also the AL Collection store, which is located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Fantastic, fantastic. And thanks again for taking the time today, brother. A lot of people see this merchandise, man, and been wondering who's the man behind, Coach Prime's, and CU gear. Just the first question off the top, man, is how did you get your start in the clothing line and fashion industry?
Oh man, I was the manager like one of the biggest Foot Lockers in the South for like 5 years back in 2002, I think it was. So while working at Foot Locker, man, I just used to I had a couple of friends that worked at Dillard's, and I used to just always go in there and hang out. And then at that time, it wasn't no apparel that I felt that fit a everyday lifestyle. And when I say everyday lifestyle, I mean like someone that worked and then just maybe want to go somewhere and hang out and didn't have to go home to change or have changing clothes in the car. So that's where I got my start at.
Okay.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And kind of like, so how many years, I guess, would you say you've been at this?
Man, I started in 2006. I did my first piece. It was ready to wear t-shirts. So I started that in 2006. In my first year, man, I just was fortunate to have Boosie and Kevin Gates to rep the brand when it first dropped. I mean, it was something that was back in the days of MySpace. I had already knew Lil Boosie from just being around the neighborhood where we grew up. But some friends, I mean, some executives from Kevin Gates at the time shot him some pieces, pictures of it, and he liked it. He pulled up at the crib and got some pieces, and then I just been working ever since.
Right on, right on. So I did do a little research and I understand that you named the line after your father. I don't know if you want to kind of touch on that and what inspired you to do that.
Yeah, my father passed when I was a freshman in college, and so when I started the brand, I was just doing a lot of name searching, but I wanted the name to mean something. So I just took my dad's first name and middle name, and then just played with it. And I was asking people at Foot Locker at the time what they thought about it. If you hear Anthony Lawrence, what do you think? It was nothing too urban, nothing too hip hop, and nothing like too formal. It was right in the middle, and so that's what I stuck to.
Okay, okay. And then as far as your connection with Coach Prime, like how did that come about? How did y'all meet and how long y'all been rocking?
When he was in Dallas, man, I had when he had Prime Prep, the coach at Prime Prep, the basketball coach was a good friend of mine. I had a couple of players on that team. So I've been and knowing him and being around him ever since then. But for as the clothing part, I had my brand. It was the new HBCU flavor. I had exclusive gear for certain HBCUs, and it just so happened he got the job at Jackson State, and I was already in the circle, and I had Jackson State apparel that nobody else had. And
Mm.
when he saw it, he rocked it, and he was shocked that it was me. And so it's just been on ever since.
Oh, that's crazy. That's God right there.
Yeah, that's how God work, man. That's how God work. So so you've been rocking with Prime for a minute, and we've seen the Prime effect as they coin it. From your perspective, man, how have you seen him have impact just with his name, his brand, from the days of prep all the way through Jackson State, all the way to currently in Colorado?
I always said, man, like people don't understand when they see him, they just automatic. If you don't know him and if you don't like what he represents, you think it's flamboyant and you think he's being cocky. That's not him at all, man. That Prime, he wants everybody to win. But he's not going to give you anything. You have to work for it. And that's how he been in his playing career. That's how he's been in his coaching career from high school to now. Like, and I always said, everybody wants to be associated with a winner. Winners win, and I mean, and it is what it is. he put in the work from when he was a youngster to when he was in high school to college. So I mean, he is who he is. Like that's who he is. He's not being flamboyant. He's not being cocky. He know what it takes. He know what it took for him to get where he is today. So he's not gonna just let anybody or anything knock him off that pedestal, and he's gonna be him.
Right. Facts. Facts. And a lot of the fans, they really they have a different appreciation and a different connectivity to the team and the coach Prime. With the not just the show on Prime, but the Bucky's well off videos, Darius has reached the people videos, and we feel real personal to him. So from your perspective, how electric is that environment at CU, man, around the team and with the kids and everything?
Man, it's different, but it was also different too when he was at Jackson. I mean, when I first went there, when he got the job at Jackson, and I'm a Southern graduate, and that's a rivalry. But you have to understand, he brings something different to the table, no matter to the room, no matter where he is, and it's excellence. So, I mean, if you feel you're going to be rubbed the wrong way when you walk in that room, then you probably going to feel offended on whatever it is you discussing or talking about. But you can't take it personal with him because, like he said, he ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, it's gonna be the truth because he has no reason to lie to you, but he just brings a certain degree of excellence with himself, and that's what I love about him.
Facts. Go ahead, Scott.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. I just wanted to know because like I always had a passion to do that, to do my own brand and things like that at the time. But with so much things going on, I just wonder like I know what starting your brand up, it took time and patience, you know what I'm saying? But what is like some advice you can give to somebody who's got to live the everyday life, but still want to try to create a brand and a line at the same time? Like, how, like, the best advice you give them far as balancing the struggles of life and trying to obtain your goal at the same time?
Don't quit, bro. It's gonna get tough. I mean, if you quit at the first thing adversity, then you're not gonna make it. And what I tell people all the time, people don't buy clothes every day, so you can't get discouraged at that. I mean, when you first started, like I started in 2006, and now people is just hearing about me. But I've been doing this since 2006. Um, it's just it's hard. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say it's easy. People try to get the microwave success, thinking if they put the brand on a celebrity that it's gonna sell. Okay, that might last for like a week, a month at most. But what are you gonna do when the celebrities start wearing something else or people move on? Like that type of stuff people don't think about when they start brands. And my biggest advice to everybody that want to start one is just don't quit. Like you gotta take the good with the bad and the ups and the downs.
That's
Because it's
real,
gonna be
man.
it's gonna be more downs than ups. You just want your ups to be bigger than your downs.
I like that. I like that. Your ups be bigger than your downs. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So back in, I believe it was when you did your first T-shirt design, right, for Southern, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you got that cease and desist from them. I read that you appreciated that, but you weren't. And it was a thrilling thing. It wasn't so much, you were worried about it. And why was that?
I didn't understand the game at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to ride around Baton Rouge and saw people selling Southern paraphernalia all the time. And I didn't know anything about licensing. So at that time, I mean, it was different. But I knew if they took the time out to take my design to go to put it to the people to give me a cease and desist, I knew I had something.
Right, right. And then so now moving forward, when you got that, the first licensing deal, how did what that was kind of like validation that you was it, right?
Nah, man, it was still mind blogging, and it still is to this day, man. Because you got to understand, I worked at a store, I worked at the biggest, you could say, shoe store that sold different collegiate products, and to see those same stickers that's in those stores that's on my designs now, it's like a dream. Like it's still like I'm dreaming. So it's never nothing new to me. I mean, never nothing old to me. It's kind of like when Big told Jay, treat everything like your first project. And that's how I look at it.
Right. And piggybacking off of that, what's your motivation to always keep going and to always keep elevating and raising the bar?
to be the best and to open up doors for people that think they couldn't get here.
That's real, man. That's love, like almost paying it forward, you know.
Right, 100%, 100%. So, like, I know you deal with other schools. We're not gonna get in so much of a comparison, but we look at how everything is the goalpost keeps getting moved when it comes to Colorado versus other schools, and just from your perspective, man, why do you think that is? Is it simply because it's Coach Prime, or do you think it's other things at play there?
When you say the goalposts getting moved, what you
as
mean?
far as
Tell
far as expectations, right? As far as excellence expectations, and for instance, you come out of the gates and the team did well, but they ended, not the way that everyone wanted them to, but still to go from 1-11 to 4-8 as any other coach, that's a successful season. But because it's Coach Prime, it's a failure. You know what I'm saying?
because he is greatness, man. Like if Coach Prime wasn't great and the people didn't think he was great, you think they'd care?
That's
That's
real.
true. That's true.
No, nobody would care. That's what I'm saying. Like what he did at 4-8 is amazing because we like to us people think we showing favoritism because it's we fans of Coach Prime. All right. Lincoln Riley was in the same conference, but does he get the criticism that Coach Prime get? And he
Absolutely
had a
not.
better team, and he was supposed to be contending for a national championship, right?
Facts.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if that think about it, you switch him and Coach Prime lose those games, it's already headline news when he lose. So just imagine if he lost what the team USC was supposed to have.
That's
Right.
true.
With the quarterback he had who was supposed to be him.
The
Right.
defensive line, they went,
Right.
big stars out the transfer portal, and it still was like not enough.
No, that's real.
Exactly.
That's real talk, man. So like with the CU gear, man, and everything. Like what's the current line you looking like? Got it. And when is the next line coming out?
So we already started doing season two. We dropped two pieces from season two. And I call it season two because this is the second season with Coach Prime and me having the Colorado official license. So throughout the from now to the summer to the beginning of the school year, we'll be dropping different pieces. But like in August, that's when it'll be more heavier drops. We have everything coming from cardigans to sweatsuits to bubble vests.
I
Coach,
gotta get one of them
Coach
bubble
Prime,
vests.
Coach Prime wore one. Every picture they use of him now, they use that picture of him with the vest. I don't know, was it before the Oregon State game or one of them games, but
I
I,
do
I
remember
love.
that. Yeah, I do remember that Bubble Fest. That was hard.
Yeah, that
That was
was
hard.
Yeah,
nice. That one was nice. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Right.
and so also in season two, we're doing being that the weather is different in Colorado. We're doing different lining inside of some of our fleece as well.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
keep it
So
warm when that weather change up on you so easily.
right.
Right. And with some of our hoodies, man, you don't even need a coat.
That's
That's what's
that's dope.
up.
I'm just
Insulated.
being honest. Like you wear a coat, you'll be sweating on the inside.
That'll be dope. That sounds dope. Now, as far as your fashion, have you ever done any collaborations with any other designers? And if not, are there any you would like to do some collaborations with?
Man, because I don't even like to be honest with you. I don't know how that will work. Like when people say they collaborating with other designers, like the stuff that you look at, it don't even be collaborations. Like if you look at what Virgil did with Louis Vuitton and what Dapper did with Gucci, is that really a collaboration or is that they work and they just using those brands?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I always said? I kind of felt like that. Like Virgil was like an entity that can like it's not even Louis Vuitton no more. It's Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying. So like when people be like, y'all like designers should collab, what are you collabing with? Like how are you collabing? Like what part is yours and what part is the other person's? And how do you dictate that?
hmm.
right.
So I mean, is it other people that I would like sit down and work with to like come up with ideas? Yeah. But for as a collaboration, I don't know like what that means for as a designer standpoint.
Got it. Got it. No, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. So as far as how do how do the people get your merchandise? Is it strictly off your website, or is it in certain stores and certain locations? Like, can just break that down for you.
So yeah, my website is anthonylawrencecollection.com. I'm working in two locations to get the apparel, the CU apparel, in two locations in Boulder.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
it.
so I'm hopefully to have that done here within the next couple of months, at least by the football season.
Yeah, that'll be done.
I actually have a store in Baton Rouge where I'm at right now, and I'm looking to open up another one in Atlanta.
That's a
You got to come to
blessing,
Detroit.
man.
Got to get you one in Detroit, bro. It'll take off. We'll talk offline about that. It'll take off. We fashion up here,
Yeah, the fashion different in Detroit, man.
bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I think you Sko kind of asked you this, but I kind of want to kind of go a little bit deeper with regards to, there's a lot of young people out here that you probably are inspired, when it comes to, if they follow your story and see how you started and seeing where you at. And I know you mentioned kind of like, don't stop, keep it going. Don't give up, stay the course. But for the person that's afraid and hesitant and has trepidation to get started, but if they have a passion for it, like what kind of advice would you give them to have the courage and the confidence to go out there and get it?
Man, you got to sacrifice, bro. Like I tell, and I coach high school basketball, and I've been fortunate enough to coach some guys that's made it to the league, that's made it to the high level Division 1 basketball. And the difference between them and everybody else that I've coached have been around is the sacrifices they make. I don't think people understand today to be successful. You got to make a lot of sacrifices. It's gonna be some. You're gonna sacrifice your girlfriend. You're gonna sacrifice the time, the money, like all that. Like what people don't understand is what you see, everything you see Anthony Lawrence collection came out my pocket. Like I don't have no backing, I don't have no bank loan, none of that. All that's me, and it came from sacrifices. And I think about it every day, to be honest with you, to be like, how did I get to this point of having my own storefront, online, everything successful, everything you see in the media. Like I don't have no PR team, none of that. It's just
That's dope.
it's just a grind and being making sacrifices.
That's what's
That's
up,
dope.
man. That's a
That's what's up.
blessing, man. You got to stay motivated, keep your head down, and go forward. I think a lot of times we all get caught up with the extra stuff, but if you just stay focused, man, you can get to where you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
Right. I'm gonna throw one more question at you, then I'm gonna open it up to the listeners in the room to ask any questions if they do, and if y'all do, just raise your hand and we'll bring you up one at a time. So, everybody really want to know, like, how is it working with Coach Prime? Like, is he as advertised? Without getting too personable or anything like that. But like everything that we've heard is like what you see is what you get with Coach, and he's a positive individual and want everybody to win, like you say. But some people feel like that's a facade, but most of us feel like it's not so much. So, as much as you feel comfortable speaking on that, like how is it being around him, working with him? Is this energy and that contagious and infectious, like everybody say it is?
Man, it's just me because I mean I'm different. Being around him makes me want to work harder. And when I say makes me want to work harder, my family instilled in me hard work. But I know I never be a Hall of Fame football player. I never be the greatest cornerback of all times. I know that that's just something I'm never gonna be. But to see this man come up every day to how hard he worked and the things he do, and then just the conversations that I'm able to have and to talk about business with him is just different. I mean, it's just he is like a sponge, man. I mean, I ask questions, and then when he answer, I just soak it all up. I mean, cause you got to think about it. And he told me this one time. He was like, "Man, do you think I was around the owners I was around from Jerry Jones to Steinbrenner to Arthur Blank and not picked up business at all?"
Hmm. Be a
Facts.
fool.
Like, and when he said that, I stopped and I was like, "Damn, he did play for all them."
Right, right.
And
That's
he was like, "Man, I know business." And it's just stuff like conversations like that, man. It's like priceless. So I
Absolutely.
mean, I don't take those for granted.
no question about it. Go ahead, Sco. You want to bring up some people to ask some questions?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I'm gonna just bring some people up. We just, it's hard for me to bring them up when we mute it. So if we could just, if you got a question, go ahead, pop in, and we'll go from
Well,
there.
I took everyone down as a speaker.
All right, let's
Like
put
we
it. Let's
have
put
any,
it.
any problems. So it look like we got one here. Hold up. Go ahead. We're gonna bring Brody. Brody, talk on. Go ahead, Brody. You muted, Brody.
Oh my bad, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you
All
doing?
right, man. First of all, man, appreciate everything you're doing, man. From watching from afar, man, it gives a guy like myself some encouragement to step out there and be willing to jump out of faith to do some things. But what I would say, man, just watching by afar and everything that you're doing, some words that I would say, like as far as are you looking for some young men later on down the line to do some things for your brand? Or are you looking to be behind some people? I know you're doing some things right now with some guys, but there's some future ball players.
You for us like
So
brand ambassadors and stuff
yes,
like
sir.
that? Yeah, we always looking, man. It's just my team. I don't get into that. I mean, my team they know what the brand represents. They know the type of guys and lifestyles that guys and girls that lifestyle that we like to represent the brand. So we always looking.
Okay. And I was just saying, like, as far as one day, man, when I meet you, man, I love to pick your brain, man. If it's just 5 minutes of your time, just sit around with you and, converse with you and get to know some things if you don't mind, man. So I look forward to meeting you one day.
All right, man. Same, no
Yes, sir.
problem.
That's love,
Appreciate that, Brody.
my boy, bro.
Yeah. If anybody else have any questions for DeFron, feel free to request and we'll bring you up.
So I was wondering. I had a question for you. So, is it like, so you have your own brand, and you get you said the brand ambassadors. How is the process for saying like, okay, well, I'm gonna take this athlete and we're gonna do like, you just give them merchandise, or how's the circles, like, is that considered an NIL? Like, is that an NIL deal if you have like a brand ambassador type thing? How does the
It
structure of that
when
work?
you talking about when you referring to athletes, right?
Yeah, athletes.
All right, so I mean, so you want to know like how do I select them
Yeah, how
or
do you select which ones, like what is the qualities they gotta have in order to meet the standards of your brand?
first of all we check their social media, and
Everybody keeps saying that.
it's not about the followers with us because we have some athletes that only have 1,500 followers, but you got to understand out of that 1,500 followers, 1,400 of them are real.
Hmm.
And I don't think people understand that part. And also, like, social media is only part of it. Who contacts those people that's representing your brand every day? Who are they in front of? Who admires them? Where did they come from? Who can they reach? Um, when they have something on, who pays attention? Different things like that.
Hmm. That's good to know. See,
Like
that.
so I'll give you an example. If somebody got say 15,000 followers, right?
Okay, I'm
And then
with
you
you.
got another athlete with 1,500 followers. All right. Well, no, I'm gonna back that up. I'm gonna back that up. I'm gonna use rappers just, and I'm not dissing no rapper. So if I was to put clothes on Fabulous or put clothes on Boosie, who do you think is the most fashionable person out of the two I named?
I think like fashionable wise, it would be fabulous to me, in my
My point
opinion.
exactly. But
Yep,
where I'm from, people would disagree with that. But I
they would.
know for my brand, where I'm trying to go is the Fabulous level
And
because he's
they disagreeing because they see Boosie more. He more visible.
right. That's what I'm saying. But to the masses, to the people that Fabulous is going to sit in front of top notch executives. That's who I want to see my brand.
Right.
Mm.
No, I feel that
You know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fabulous
that's a
going to
jewel
have
right there.
dinner with Eddie Murphys and them type people.
Hmm.
No, that
So
make perfect sense.
that as a brand owner, that's what I look at for is when I'm dealing with athletes. I mean it's because you only on that court a certain time, a long certain amount of time.
Right.
That's
for the
facts.
field.
Love it.
No, that's real, man. You got to have a plan after the playing years is over.
Think we had somebody had their hand up.
I thought I brought him up. Maybe it got dropped off. Sometimes the Spaces has a mind of its own, man. If there's any more questions, just request and we'll bring you up. But yeah, definitely again, DeFron, we definitely appreciate you, man. Taking the time out of your day, man, to hop on here, man, and kind of give us a little background on you and how the Anthony Lawrence collection came to be, and shedding a little insight on the game. And I'm sure, hopefully, somebody grabbed a nugget. And for those that's on, the people that listen to it later, once we get it up on YouTube, and everything, they can pull some nuggets from it, man, and that potentially can inspire them and to want to go out there and get it, man, because if you believe in yourself, you can go out there and get it for sure.
Right, and that's a true statement, man. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
No doubt about it. No doubt.
I got a question for you too. Like how important is because I was just talking with some people on my team, and they always got to tell me like, hey man, you got to plan this stuff out. You got to slow down. You got to, what I'm saying. How important is it, like, far as marketing and to be prepared, like, for each release? How important is that?
In my space, man, being what I'm doing is wishy washy because if you put it out there too early, somebody may try to steal it and change some stuff around.
Mm.
If you put it out there too late, then you behind the eight ball. So with me, I just try to play it by ear. I try to keep my ears and eyes to everything what's going on and try to figure out, try to stay in front of the eight ball on what's about to come out, what's the new trend and all that. And I don't like to follow trends because trends go away.
Absolutely.
That's true. That's
You
true. You see it all the time. Like, I noticed that, like, in the fashion world, like, I don't know if you remember back in the day, the snap era, they was wearing the big pants and the big shirts, and then they switched. It went to the tight clothes, but now they didn't return to all the loose fitted clothes again. It's like it just repeats itself almost.
There's
Fashion is
nothing
like a recycling bin, bro. They come back.
right.
They
And,
recycle, bro.
and my dad used to always say, "There's nothing new under the sun." So I
Fact.
mean, at
Yep.
the end of the day, hey, it's gonna come back. It's just can you withstand and stay in the people's eyes why it come back before it go away. Different things like that.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
For sure.
So, have you ever I always wonder like, have you ever started off with a piece that you was making, and then you might have think like, oh, this ain't gonna be it, and then that piece just happened to be the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, has that ever happened for you?
Yeah, it happens a lot. Like my biggest stuff that I don't like, when I show it to people, they like it. And it gets the most likes on social media. And then I make a couple of them and they sell out. And then people want to repeat it and so I just go with it. But yeah, that happens all the time.
So you kind of gotta have like a almost some people to. So basically, you have people QC your ideas, but you so strict on your own self that it's like I gotta get other people's opinion.
But sometimes I get in my own way though. Cause I be like, bro, no, I this don't represent me. I don't like it. No, I'm not doing it. But then I got people on my team be like, bro, I'm telling you, this gonna work. And I hate to say, bro, you was right, but they be right.
So it's good to have people around you who can also give you not just a yes man, or they just
I mean, I
along
can't
for the
stand
ride.
them. I can't stand them. I don't want no yes man, bro. Them yes men that had you broke and disgusted.
That's
Yeah, that's.
facts. That's
I,
facts.
I got a question about the timeline of a release. So, say for instance, we'll use Coach Prime as an example. He come to you with an idea like, at the front, I got this idea. What's the timeline of execution from start to finished product?
For for him or just in reality.
Well, I know he's the exception, but if it's just like not if it's not Coach Prime and it's just a new idea that you came up with, say today, but you want to get it out, what's your timeline from the time that idea come to you to the time it's a finished product, typically?
It might take me 2 or 3 days.
Oh man, okay,
Wow.
I
you put it
mean, to
out there.
come up with the idea, not to come up with the product. Because I just did some stuff with Lil Wayne and Young Money.
Okay,
Okay.
Um, so them idea, I already knew what they wanted before they came to me.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay. That's what's up.
You know what I'm
Cause you
saying? Because
right.
How was that?
my
How you already
He
like?
done been around him, bro. He been down here. He down there in Louisiana, bro.
because I know because I know mainly they want what I have. They just want their names on it. Or they want it customized or switched to something different.
Right.
Like, and that's what I pride myself in. Like, I do schools, but if I could get a Lil Wayne, I just did something with QC quality control. If what I'm doing with schools could grab their attention, then I must be doing something right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
When I first seen some of the pieces, like I seen Prime wearing it, I'm like, man, what is that? And then I did a little research and I noticed like, okay, this is what it is. Let me go check that out. Now I had a question. I was on your website, and is the 40% off code still available? Is that something that's still available?
Nah, that was over with. I think like a week and a half ago. But you
Man, I
could use
missed it, man. I was
but
telling myself I won't. I
but
was wait.
I got
I waiting on the check to drop, and I was gonna go ahead and get me something. But yeah, that 40% off made it beautiful.
but it's like you could use the code like if you're getting CU stuff, you could use the code P3 and then it's another code Haley. You could use either one of those codes and you could use their discount and they get paid while you buying and you get a discount.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Okay, that's what's happening.
I'm gonna go use that.
No doubt, no doubt. That's love. Any more questions for Mr. DeFron? We're not gonna hold him too much longer, man. We're gonna let him get out of here. But again, man, we appreciate your time and your willingness to come on here and hop in here with us, man. And I know the fans in Boulder that rock with you like that. Can't wait for them stores to get there. And everybody
Man,
that's not in Boulder, go to the Anthony Lawrence Collection website, man, and get you some pieces for sure. I know I'm gonna
I
get me
gotta
some.
ask you, man. What I know you from LSU, but what's your prediction on that record for us this year? I got to ask
For the football
For
team or
Colorado,
you.
basketball
Yeah,
team?
for our team.
for Colorado football, what you think the record gonna be? How you think them boys gonna do this year?
Man, I to be honest with you, bro, I ain't seen number one loss on the schedule. Let me look at the schedule again to make sure that ain't
Okay, here
true.
we
Now
go.
you
Here
talking
we
my
go.
language. Now you talking my
I'm
language.
just being honest with you, bro. Like,
Keep it what? Go ahead, let them know.
yeah.
Now talk that.
Yeah, we've been having this debate on here the past few days, DeFron. So I'm gonna walk through the schedule, man. I'm gonna tell you. First game, North Dakota State.
What you
Win,
think?
win,
Next game, Nebraska.
win,
Next game, Colorado State.
win,
Next game, Baylor.
win.
Oh,
Now we go to UCF in Orlando.
That one, that you
that's the
UCF or
bounce out.
USF?
UCF.
CF.
Oh, that's a win.
Yeah, okay. Then we got Kansas State at home for homecoming.
Now that's what now Kansas State may be tough. Now that's like week 4 or 5.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's week 6. We're actually week 7 because we got a bye week before that game.
And
But
that's
that's
Okay, so we
homecoming
homecoming.
week.
still so all injuries, if anybody injured, Lord willing, that they'll still be there. I think that's a win.
Okay. So then we go to Arizona.
In Arizona,
In Arizona, in Tucson.
They ain't got no coach now.
yeah, they ain't got no coach. I think they got the coach from Tulane, didn't he, or somewhere like that?
I don't know, but it's a new scheme over there, and you still
Yeah, I
gotta.
think that's a win. I think that's a win.
All right. Then we got Cincinnati at home.
That's a
Win.
win.
Then we go down to Texas Tech.
Now that's where it might get tricky, bro.
We
That's
said the
where
same
everybody
thing.
say, man, that Texas Tech
That's
game
where it
might
might
be
get tricky, bro. You never know what Texas Tech team gonna show up, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
hard as hell to win in Lubbock. Cause I used to live down there, live in Texas.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
football different down there, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's different. Then we come home against Utah.
I don't know, bro. I'm shaking my head on that one.
Ooh, that
Man, we
Utah.
gonna smash on Utah
I
at
think we're
home.
gonna smash on them.
Shit, bro. Let me tell you something. Utah got more Texas boys than Texas Tech,
Ooh, we.
and
They
they
had they
and they
had them.
well coached.
They had them this past season, and if they don't take them 2 touchdowns away, we win that game without Shador anyway.
Hey, man, that's a lot of ifing.
Yeah, I know, I know. so
You said
so
you ain't say a field goal. You said 2 touchdowns.
no, they took 2 touchdowns
They
away
took
from
two
us.
away.
They
Yeah, that's
took
what
two
I'm
from
saying.
Travis.
You saying they took two away. That ain't no field goal.
Yeah, yeah. We I think we got that one, man. Then we got to go we got to go to Kansas, and we playing
Man,
them in Arrowhead Stadium.
that's a win. They might leave Travis at home that game.
Wow. The final
You
game of
talking
the
crazy.
season. Final game of the season at home against Oklahoma State.
That's a win. I think they're going to the Big 12 championship. I
We
just
all
gonna be
believe
honest
that.
with you.
We all believe that.
My worst case record is 10-2, man. But I'm hoping for undefeated. But they
Yeah, I
boys
think
lock
I
in.
I I, I think that's a reasonable Big 12 championship, man. And Prime going back home to Arlington, shit, you ain't gonna be able to get a hotel.
Man, these
Yeah,
games gonna
hey,
be sold out.
I'm already booked up. As soon as the schedule came out, all the home and away games, I'm there, bro. I'm in the building. We're not playing around this year, man. It's gonna be an epic season, man. Epic season for sure. Um, yeah, man. Are you doing? I mean, and if you can't talk about it, I understand. Are you doing any special releases during the season for the team?
Yeah, I do special drops all the time, man. Like I haven't showed yet. We got Letterman jackets that's gonna drop probably like right around the Thanksgiving time,
Okay,
November. Yeah, we do special stuff like that.
okay.
Yeah, we got to put his website in the jumbotron so everybody can go check that out. If y'all don't know, the stuff is amazing, man. I mean, it looks good. What was that code again? You said they could use?
Let me make sure I'm getting you the right code.
Because we definitely finna
I'm
go.
looking I'm
We
looking at hold
definitely
on, hold
finna go
on, give me a
use it.
second.
You got to support our people.
Absolutely.
So if you so you could use Haley or you can use use Haley. I hadn't said Preston's don't have his yet, but it's gonna be um let me see. Yeah, Haley is one of them.
So they can use the Haley code. And what does the code give you off?
20%.
Oh man, that's amazing, bro. That's love.
Yeah, I'm about to put it on the jumbotron. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna put the
I
website.
I went on there. I seen it was like a tan piece with like it had like some stripes going through it, man. But it was sold out of my size. I needed a 2X. I was like, oh man.
Okay, there you go. It's up there in the jumbotron for anybody that wanna grab a couple pieces. Unless you're down there in Baton Rouge, go visit the store. Well, go ahead. What's your address for the store in Baton Rouge, DeFron?
7566 Blue Bonnet Boulevard.
Okay, there it
And we
is.
waiting on them stores in Colorado. Well, they're gonna flood them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're gonna sell out like hotcakes out
We
there,
get
bro.
them close enough to the stadium.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
I just tweeted out one of the codes.
Okay, I'll pull it up on the jumbotron. Hold on, I
Excuse
got
me,
it.
I got one last question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead,
Go
brother.
ahead, go ahead.
My question, man, is like, okay, I deal with a lot of youth as far as young men. It's like used to call like verbal kids that have they say like they have considered from the state of Florida that basically they have uh, a disorder basically, but they for the most part they're not. They're football players, things like that. They might have like a bad attitude or whatever. In the state of Florida, they classify them as being a bad student. So basically, what I would say is like the opportunity that you would may have for someone. Do you look for young men or young women who are basically trying to be on a path like yourself? Do you give them opportunities? Do you look for new talent that are coming? If so, how could someone like that I'm dealing with be able to get in contact with you?
They could just always I mean email website. I think our contact information on the website. But I don't that because like I work with kids. I'm a teacher as well. I teach special ed. Um those type of kids are being labeled by who?
The state of Florida basically put them
See what
down
I'm saying?
like from a test score. It's called vocational rehabilitation. It's vocational rehabilitation. So basically, any individual they may have, like say they have like in the state of Florida a 504 plan. So they may have like
So
they
they a lot of those kids on IEPs and BIPs and
yes
all that.
yes.
Yeah, see, I don't like to me personally, I don't let that discriminate on what a kid can do and what a kid know and giving the kid an opportunity. Because the people that's writing that stuff, they not teaching. They just looking at a test score. They
Right.
not they not getting to know that kid. they not understanding what that kid has gone through, has been through. They don't even know how to approach the kid to have a conversation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So to
Correct.
me, no, I don't. To answer the question, no, I don't. That don't deter if I want to work with the kid or not, because I work with them every day.
Okay, that's like because you have an understanding on that. So basically, what I do is basically is a nonprofit organization. Basically, so basically the kids, young men, we give like opportunities for them from the age of 14 to 24. They actually go out and they get opportunities to work throughout the community or work with individuals throughout the state, and they get paid or whatever the case might be to earn opportunities. So the thing is, once they actually leave high school, it's basically like they don't have any kind of goals, anything that they could help out. So opportunity to grow. So my thing is just trying to build a relationship with someone, could like a partnership where they could come in and they can learn a trade. They can learn an opportunity to learn how to do designs and things like that with the ideas they may have. Just something like later on down the line, just thinking ahead of time.
Yeah, man, just email us. I mean, and I'm always in Florida because my AU team is out of Florida. So yeah, that's man. I come talk to them kids, all that, man. And I love to do that.
Okay,
That's
man. I
awesome.
appreciate that, man.
That's awesome.
That's love right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's love.
Absolutely.
Just
All
found
right.
out you was a teacher. That was like a jewel. How did you get into that? Like, how do you
Man,
balance that doing the teaching and the
I've been teaching for damn near 17 years.
Uh,
wow,
okay.
multifaceted?
Now you teaching in Atlanta?
Yeah, I
Okay.
teach at Pebblebrook High School.
Okay.
I know that they probably be like, let me get some clothes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give back to my schools, man, and the kids at my school that, you know what I'm saying, that I see who parents can't afford and all that. I mean, so we stay doing that.
That's a blessing, man.
It's actually called vacation rehabilitation. So you probably heard about it.
What part of Florida you in?
Tampa Bay area.
Okay. Nah, I mainly be in South Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we actually have a partnership down there as well too. So it's all over the state of Florida. So definitely, would definitely love to touch, like look in your eyes and talk to you, learn some things from you. You know, some things we give the young men. Just basically some opportunities, man. That's all we're looking for down here.
All right, bro, no problem.
Yeah, I
We'll
was
make
trying.
sure we get y'all LinkedIn.
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to bring up Holly up on the speaker, but the spaces is airing out. See if you can bring him up. It looked like you got a question.
I think I just sent it up. Man, Titan, how you doing, man? Appreciate you popping in. I'm trying
Yeah,
to bring him up, but it ain't moving him.
yeah. Sometimes the spaces, man, it has a mind of its own, man. Yeah. Sorry we couldn't get you up,
If
man.
you
We're
could type it in the chat, we can get it you like that.
yeah, for sure. Then we'll let
Drop your comment, and then we can read it out for you. If you don't want to feel comfortable on the mic or something like that, we got you.
uh, all right. So we looking at a 10-2 season, man, and they're gonna have fire gear, special drops. They're gonna when they come out the gates undefeated going into their first bye week, man. The media is gonna go crazy.
Listen,
That's the thing, though.
man.
You can't get caught up in that because that's a setup.
No, we
Oh
know it's
yeah,
a
for
setup.
sure.
We already know it's a setup. But I'm just thinking, and not so much good. It's gonna be good and bad. Like it's gonna be they were supposed to win them games, and their schedule ain't hard enough. And it's always go. They always moving the goalposts. You know that, man. You know
We got to get them Anthony Lawrence Colorado jerseys going.
that.
For real.
That'll be love. That'll be love. Well, all right, man. It looks like we don't have any more questions. Again, we want to thank our guests uh, from the Anthony Lawrence collection, Mr. DeFron. We appreciate you, brother. Everybody, I got the website up in the jumbotron. You got a 20% off code for University of Colorado gear. Y'all follow him, keep up with him, and get that gear if you can. Go to the website and support, man, for sure.
Man, if you can, man, make sure you hit me in my inbox, man. I had a couple questions I want to ask you off the space, but yeah, man, I do appreciate you stopping in, man. It's a blessing, and I appreciate you supporting us. What we doing over here, man.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
All right,
All
man.
right,
Take
now.
care, brother.
All right.